Ladies and gentlemen, among the myriad planets in the vast universe, there are few planets that arouse such intense curiosity and inspiration as the Earth, our common home. How did the Earth form? Why does this planet have such unique characteristics? And most importantly, how will the Earth continue to develop over time? Today, planetary science has become a pioneering field, opening the door to the mysteries of the universe. The more we explore the vastness and immensity out there, the more deeply we realize the value of the blue planet, the only place known to have life up to the present time. This makes us appreciate life even more and yearn to learn about the fate of the Earth in the future. So, what awaits the Earth in the next 1 billion years? Will our planet reach a brilliant civilization or face the gloomy prospect of extinction? All will be revealed in today's video. Please join us to discover the answers to these big questions. If the history of this planet were a book, the first chapter would describe the birth of the Earth and the planet's solar system about 4.6 billion years ago. Our solar system was just a cloud of dust and gas called the solar nebula. Gravity collapsed matter into itself as it began to rotate. Matter condensed and formed the sun at the center of the nebula about 100 million years later. As the newborn sun began to form matter, remaining matter began to clump together. Small particles were pulled together under the influence of gravity. They gradually formed larger particles. Solar wind emitted from the upper atmosphere of the sun sucked in lighter elements such as hydrogen and helium, leaving behind heavy rocky materials, forming rocky worlds in the inner region. Located about 150 million kilometers from the sun is where Earth was formed. The young planet gradually cooled over time. Life began to appear about 1 billion years ago from humble beginnings, caused of cyanobacteria. Eventually, our ancestors emerged, stood upright, and walked on. Two legs knew how to work together to hunt for food, developed rudimentary tools and language enough to support survival civilizations, rose and fell, finally stopping in our time. Now, it is 2024. We are in the 2020s time, around 1 billion years after the first life appeared on Earth. So the question is, what will happen to the Earth in the next 1 billion years? Will life survive or become extinct? When talking about the distant future of the Earth, we often tend to think of the impact of the sun after it swells to become a red giant. This is not the case. The sun largely determines life on our planet. But that's not all. The future of the Earth can be governed by many other factors, such as the cooling of the planet's core or a surprise attack from a broom-spewing asteroid that humans cannot destroy. One uncertain factor is that human technology can cause significant changes on our planet. Now let's look at each factor to see how our Earth will change under the impact of those events. First is the sun. Located at the center of the solar system is the sun, a giant yellow dwarf with a diameter of 132,000 kilometers and about 150 million kilometers from the Earth. The electromagnetic radiation we receive from the sun includes infrared radiation. Visible light and ultraviolet radiation all are produced by nuclear fusion reactions in the core of the star. This is the most important source of energy for our planet, providing us with the heat and light we need to survive. Controlling ocean currents, seasons, and weather. The issue is brightness of the sun will increase steadily. From now on, according to scientists' calculations, in about 1 billion years, the sun's brightness will increase by about 10 parts per million compared to the present. You may think that an increase of 10 parts per million in brightness is not a big number, but in fact it will start a period of extinction on our planet. The Earth's atmosphere will then become a humid greenhouse. The oceans will evaporate out of control. The sun's radiation reaching the Earth will increase, and the rate of weathering of silicate minerals will be higher. Rocks such as basalt and granite will be eroded, causing carbon dioxide to be withdrawn from the atmosphere in about 600 million years. The level of carbon dioxide will fall below the level needed to maintain photosynthesis in some green plants. Some plant species that need low carbon dioxide below 10 parts per million can still survive. However, the long-term trend is that plants will die completely. The extinction of plants will cause the collapse of most animal species because plants are the basis of the food chain of animals on Earth. Scientific studies estimate that life on our Earth has about 1 billion years left. After this time, the sun will become larger and brighter, causing ecological collapse on a scale never seen before. Now think about the clock. Time is only 1 billion years left compared to human life. That is an unimaginably long time. That is enough time for countless moments beyond our normal understanding to happen. 1 billion years is enough time for stars to die, supernovas to shine on Earth, and countless galaxies to collide, and so on. So in addition to the impact of the sun, the Earth and life inside it can also be affected by other agents from the universe, one of which is space rocks, such as comets, asteroids, or meteors. Our planet is surrounded by a thick atmosphere. Although this layer of gas provides us with a certain layer of defense against external factors, but we cannot completely eliminate the impact of rocks and debris in space when small meteors pass through the Earth's atmosphere. They burn up and become beautiful shooting stars. But when comets or giant asteroids attack, the story will no longer be so poetic. There is much evidence that about 66 million years ago, a giant asteroid 10 to 15 kilometers in diameter collided with the Earth in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, resulting in a global catastrophe that wiped out about 75 species in the world, including the dinosaurs. Statistics show that asteroids 1 kilometer in diameter hit the Earth on average every 500,000 years, while large impacts with objects 5 kilometers in diameter occur about every 20 million years. The energy released from the impact of an asteroid or comet 5 to 10 kilometers in diameter or larger is enough to create a global environmental disaster, and a large number of species may become extinct. Most of them died not from the impact, but from the fine dust that covered the planet, blocking sunlight from reaching the Earth's surface, thereby reducing the temperature by about 15 degrees Celsius within a week and stopping photosynthesis for several months. The last known impact of an object 10 kilometers or more in diameter is the Cretaceous extinction event about 66 million years ago, the event that wiped out the dominant dinosaurs of that time. So in the next 1 billion years, no one can be sure that there will not be a catastrophic collision occurring. NASA is currently focusing on tracking the orbits of more than 37,000 near-Earth asteroids to detect possible impacts early, but the problem does not seem to be that easy. This is an image of a potentially dangerous asteroid. It passed over the Siberian sky in the early morning of December 4, 2024, and was recorded by people as a bright fireball streaking across the sky, creating a spectacular sight. The asteroid is the size of a football field, but it was only detected by NASA's Planetary defense system about 7 hours before impact, a relatively short period of time. And this is only the fourth incident this year to be warned early on the side. Besides the impact of celestial bodies in outer space, the future of the Earth may also be decided by humans, by me. And you? Humans play a key role with a large population dominating many ecosystems of the Earth. It is undeniable that humans have changed the world, bringing great value to this planet. Advances in science and technology have helped us go far beyond the Earth, conquering the moon, exploring the solar system, and beyond. We are looking for ways to prevent dangers from space, like NASA's Planetary defense system. Besides, we send spacecraft to study solar weather, to give early warning of attacks from harmful radiation, etc. More than 1/3 of the land area has been changed by human activities. Carbon dioxide concentration has increased by more than 50% since the end of the Industrial Revolution. Starting in 1760, climate change hunting without conservation has silently caused the extinction of many species. The loss of species on a large scale due to human impacts since the 1950s is called the biological crisis. With an estimated 10 billion species lost to date at such a destructive rate, scientists predict that about 30 billion species are at risk of extinction in the next 100 years. So, how many species will survive in the next billion years? Not to mention the risks from human technology, such as misuse of nanotechnology, nuclear disasters, diseases caused by genetic modification, or disasters caused by biological experiments. With just one mistake, it will not take 1 billion years for life on this planet to be at risk of being wiped out. In short, the future of the Earth is difficult to predict. It depends on many factors such as the development of the sun, extraterrestrial agents, and humans themselves. 1 billion years is clearly enough time for humans to undergo drastic evolutionary changes, and our future descendants will be unimaginably different after 1 billion years. However, even in any situation, I believe in the adaptability of humans. From the dry desert world to the high mountains, humans can conquer everything from the moon to the planets in the solar system. Humans can also explore. Nature has given humans superior intelligence. I do not expect a bad scenario to happen to the Earth, but if it really happens, I believe that humans will have a way to cope to survive. Don't ask me what it is, because those are stories of the future. Thank you for always following and accompanying Decoding the Mystery. I wish you all relaxing and useful moments. And now hello, and see you again in the next videos. Best regards, goodbye.